Hello, divine creators. Welcome to Dumala Universe. We are Velastri. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a collective reading, and this is a reading for Pisces season 2023. Beautiful beings, this Pisces season brings about quite a profound change in each and every single one of your physical manifest realities. The fish, the two fish, one in the light, one in the shadow, one in the physical, one in spirit, swim harmoniously by allowing themselves a freedom, allowing themselves a flow, limitless movement within the realms of shadow and the realms of light, deep within spirit. The Piscean energy is that of soul searching, going right to the very ends of source within you to bring through wisdom, to bring through understanding, to bring through gifts and abilities, to manifest your dreams come true, for you to truly align with your authentic expression, your authentic way of being. Piscean energy is a very spiritual energy. It really demands one to take on the soul journey, to delve into their inner truths and to come into the full allowance of the truth of source within, should one of course take that journey. So this Pisces season, the fish are speaking to each and every single one of you, saying, we are done with the little fish bowl. We are done with the aquariums that you keep us locked in, the rules and regulations that we keep having to swim within, circles and circles, pleasing people, circles and circles, limitations, circles and circles, in these very specific waters, these very specific containers. We are now free within the ocean of life. The physical realm, the light, is now aligned to source. The physical realm is now fluid and limitless as source, just as the spirit realm is. So this Pisces season, you are free now to discover everything about you. Let's put it in another way. You were born and you were given this map, and this map had specific roads and paths for you to walk on. So you had this glorious landscape, but everything was mapped out for you. And before you could begin your adventure, you had to map out a specific path that pleased other people. You were not free to simply roam the land wherever you wished to go. You have now done the work to release those paths and those limited ways, those limited roads. And now your map is clear. Not a single path, not a single road, not a single sign. Simply an open field, an open landscape for you to literally point in whatever direction you want and go. And because you have raised your frequency to your highest energy and your highest frequency, you need not fear what you discover. You will not discover booby traps. You will not discover fearful, dangerous experiences. Oh no. Yes, you might have challenges, and yes, you might have interesting lessons, but they're all within love. They're all within the truth of you, for you're now within a frequency that recognizes, that aligns with, that allows the truth of you to be. And the Piscean energy is encouraging you to be as free as the fish swimming in the ocean. Freely exploring the depths of you. Because as you do so, now that your landscape is clear, now that you're in the vast oceans of source energy, you are now available to all the beautiful manifestations, the blessings, the knowledge, the wisdom, the healing. Everything your soul has to offer is now available to you. because now there aren't any restrictions to your path. There aren't any restrictions to your movement. There aren't any restrictions to how your soul manifests in the physical. The fish wish you to swim freely within the depths of spirit, the depths of source within, and freely within the depths of the physical, the depths of source without. And during this Piscean energy, this Piscean season, we are having still a bit of that Aquarian influence coming in. You will be shown where you disallow yourself this freedom. You will see it, you will feel it, in order for you to release it. You will be shown who still encourages you to create a path, who still imprisons you in a fish bowl, who still demands you to carve a path that pleases them, which experiences still keep you caged in an illusion. You will be able to see it, you will be able to feel it, you will be able to know it and identify it in order for you to release it, in order for you to free yourself into the free-flowing divine source creator you are. Each of you will have a different experiencing of this. Each of you will have a different experiencing of you. Why? You are all source, you're all unique. Allow yourself this freedom, this Piscean season. Allow the truth of your soul to be shown within spirit and within the physical. It's time for your deepest dreams to come true. It's time for your deepest wisdom to be available to you. It's time that the physical bends and weaves and forms the source you are in all experiences. It's time that you finally discover the hidden treasures, the hidden gifts, the hidden abundance, the pockets of abundance, which have always been there present within your frequency, but unavailable because all the paths that you were forced to follow avoided them, went around them, discarded them. Now, wherever you feel yourself led to, wherever you feel like swimming, calls the abundance. You are now finally calling in all that you are by allowing yourself, allowing the physical, allowing spirit to be all that you are. Okay, let us pull some oracles and see whether spirit has anything else to share. Thank you for that message, source. A very powerful season indeed. Forgiveness, yes, indeed. Now as this path opens, now as you are finding yourself fluid and flowing, you finally can let go of all the old energy that no longer serves you. Forgiveness is to release the situation, the experience from playing over and over again in your mind. It does not mean you excuse the behavior. It means you acknowledge the behavior. You acknowledge how you contributed in that situation. You acknowledge the other participating energies and you understand them and you take accountability and you hold the others accountable in order for you to no longer repeat any of those energies. And now that you have learned what that situation, what that experience, what that interaction has taught you, you now release it and let it go. Let it go. No longer holding the other person, blaming them. No longer holding yourself in the victim. Letting it go. Because this beautiful energy of free flow experiencing finally allows you to understand who you truly are. Finally allows you to understand how those past experiences were breaking you free from the limitations and the restrictions that were placed upon you, that you placed upon yourself. This is a sacred time where you truly heal to the love of you, understanding your truth, your source, your authentic expression and loving the truth of you, no longer judging it, no longer deciding you are wrong, that you are a wrongness, that you are not allowed to be, but now understanding how you have always been allowed to be, should you allow yourself to navigate the energies freely within the love that you are, within the truth of source that you be. A lot of you are going to find yourself release so many people. And because you release them, because you don't think of them anymore, because you don't blame them anymore, they're simply going to fade from your existence. And that energy, whatever energy they were co-creating in, will fade, because those beings no longer need to teach you those lessons. Those people, those experiences, those situations were embodying frequencies in which you were healing, frequencies you were learning, frequencies you were releasing. And now that you have learned the energy from that frequency, it no longer needs to take the shape of a person or a situation or an experience anymore. It is now released in order for you to learn from frequencies which are now aligned to your energy. So you're now going to find yourself no longer amongst the narcissists, no longer amongst the energy drainers, no longer amongst those who take. Because now in your frequency of divine love, you are now aligning to those who are co-creating within divine love. And your attention shifts. You're no longer thinking, oh, but I'm like this because of my upbringing, because of this trauma. You're no longer giving voice to those lessons that you had learned, those past experiences. They no longer have power over you. They no longer are the reason why you are the way you are. You no longer give them that control over you. You release them, understanding those were all lessons. No matter how hard and painful and horrific they were all lessons to where you were holding yourself vibrationally in order for you to release that experience, that vibration, that frequency, for you to ascend to the frequency of the true source you are. Ah, look at that, taking risks, you see? No longer having a road. Out of that fishbowl, you are flying free as source, freely now, taking that leap of faith, taking that risk. We have this vision of you standing out in that field of yours now without any paths, spinning round and round and round and round, just stopping, and wherever you face, that's where you go. You're no longer deciding, oh, maybe I should ask somebody if that's the right path. Maybe somebody else knows what's... You're like, I don't care, wherever I stop, that's where I go. You stop and oof, there you go, because it just feels right to you. Finally now, taking that leap of faith into the depths of your soul, allowing spirit to pour in your frequencies purely, no longer slotting them into a known reality, no longer trying to figure it out and understand and plan and define, but rather allowing it to manifest freely in these experiences. You get to explore, you get to discover, you get to enjoy. Finally having a deep faith in you and your abilities. Finally trusting that which calls to you, trusting that which is aligned, that which is resonant with you. Trusting again that relationships, being open to communicating with people, being open to love again, being open to your creative idea, to your expression, being open to those goals, those desires again, because now they are aligned to you. They're not for some superficial external validation. They're not to show off. They're not to please others. They simply align to that which is resonant, which feels good, which feels love, which feels home to you. This Piscean season, you come home to you like never before. And you are shown all that which denies you this frequency of home, for you to release it. Not for punishment, not for anything, we tend to punish ourselves. Oh, that happened. I must have done something wrong. Oh, did I do the wrong thing? Am I listening to the wrong guides? Oh, and Source is saying, stop that anguish. Stop with that anguish. Stop with that anguish. When something is manifesting in your experience, it's a clear indication of, okay, this has to go, or okay, that can stay. Start allowing the experiences to be a reflection of where you are, not a blame and ooh, victim, ooh. It doesn't serve you. Being a reactive human doesn't serve you. Being a responsive creator, that serves you greatly. Let's pull some tarot. What's coming through this Pisces season? Ooh, I feel a lot of you breaking free and being open and happy and allowing and expressive and full and whole again. Daring again, stepping into those places again, expressing yourself again, doing you again more boldly than ever before, and trusting that you are safe, trusting that you're secure because you've released that frequency, so you never need to fear it coming again. You know that it can't ever find you unless it's healed and ascended to a frequency of divine love. Then of course you're welcome, because then you're simply divine love. It's glorious, the level of profound freedom. The fish are swimming freely without fearing any danger of anything that lurks in the waters, for they know the waters they swim in are the waters of divine love. Swim within the waters of divine love. You have done the work to heal your frequency there. It's time that you trust deeply within the flow of source energy. And you will be shown exactly where you disallow yourself this freedom. You'll be shown exactly where you still entertain energies that hold you back from this freedom. Yes, the Six of Cups, past energies, releasing the past, truly forgiving the past, truly understanding the path that you have had has been to awaken you to who you are. And in order for you to awaken to who you are, the path that you have had has been in the opposition, the contrast, the opposite frequency of that which you are. How do you know you are love unless you began within the frequency of fear, to release fear, to then allow the love that you truly are to be? Everything was leading up to the remembrance of you, the reclamation of source you are. We knew coming to earth, they give you a tale, they give you a story, they give you a map, they give you an instruction manual. So how do you break free of it? You of course elect a story, a lifetime that will heal you to the remembrance of you. You do not know how, but you conspire with all of source and all these energies you have all met, you have co-created with, good and bad, understanding they are healing you to you. Release them now of the lessons that they shared with you. Release them now of all of the energies they co-created with you. Now that you are awakened into the truth of you, it's time for you to start anew. Let go the past. No longer serves you. It's time for the phoenix to leave the ashes for good. It's time that the butterfly flies away from the tree which it was a caterpillar all its life. Leave the other caterpillars there. Yes, you want to take them with you. Yes, you want them to also come and expand. They will do it at their own time. Release the controlling nature of it. For you, wanting them to be with you right now, wanting them to experience what you're experiencing, wanting them to see what you see, is also a form of control. Release them to their own path as you release yourself to your own path. All of those beings that treated you in harmful, hurtful ways, they do not need to know and learn the lesson for you to move on. It's not a requirement. Release them, because then you release yourself. It doesn't mean you forget. It doesn't mean that you excuse their behavior. Yes, you forget, hopefully. Yes, you forgive entirely. Do you excuse the behavior? No. And that is the golden part. That is the crux of it. You don't excuse the behavior, thus you don't allow anyone in your life to treat you the way that they did. Meaning you release the frequency. They were simply embodying the frequency which you had to heal, which you had to learn. And it's time that you see it from that higher perspective and stop seeing it from the very human reacting. Oh, they were awful, they were it was traumatic, because that just keeps you in that energy. You are not learning the truth of your soul evolution. You are strong enough to do this. You are wise enough to do this. You have mastered this for lifetimes. That's why you came to earth, to heal this energy with the mastery of you. Yes, it might feel hard, but you can do this. You tackled that frequency. You tackled that energy because you were the best healing frequency for it. Now release it. Stop being a victim to it and stop blaming it. Allow it to simply be that which you were in, and frequency and energy you were in the past, where you were allowing yourself to be there, and now you no longer wish to be there. Allow yourself to shift to a frequency that serves you. Release the past. Forgiveness of the past. Forgiveness of the path you had to choose. You had to go. You had to live. It was the key ingredient to unlocking the truth of you. See that as fact. It's not making excuses for people. It's not making excuses for the situation. It's not making excuses. It's a fact. And once you can finally claim it, you set yourself free, because you're no longer in this victim mentality as the other humans are. Forever complaining about the same thing. Forever going over and over about the same thing. Never evolving. Remaining in their misery, in their suffering, in their victim sadness, because that's the only thing they know. And defending it. But I have every right to feel this way. I have every right to feel. Yes, of course, you have every right to express and feel everything you do. However, heal through the emotion. Don't sit there marinating, relishing in the emotion that doesn't serve you. So many people relish in misery, relish in frustration, relish in it, because they do not want to do the work to release it. Because then they have to take accountability that, wait a minute, but your energy, my energy also had a role in that. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They just want to blame. And it's time that you liberate yourself from this. It doesn't serve you to linger in energies that were there to heal you to the truth of the light you are. A being of light, a being of the physical, finally now aligned with source energy. That was the point of it. To heal the frequency you were creating the light upon, in order for the light to finally serve the source you are. Releasing the drama, releasing the second guessing. See, this is you caught up, still bringing it back, rehashing situations, stress, gossip, going over the drama, going over this, choosing the mind, the ego over and over again, and sources saying, let it go, let it go. It's time that you invest in you and stop taking away from you. It's time that you are at ease with the being you are, a deep acceptance of the being, of the path, of the energy, of the source you are, a deep acceptance of the mission you are on. You are here to awaken humanity. Accept it and stop reacting to it. Stop reacting to the people around. Stop reacting to the collective pain. That's why we are here. That's why we are here. It's as if you call a firefighter because there's a fire, and then the firefighter comes, and instead of taking out the fire, being at ease, I'm here because, well, there's a fire and I'm here to take it out, the firefighter is now arguing with the flames. How dare you burn? How dare you be here? How dare you disturb my day and burn this building? Reacting to that which is there. That's why the fireman is there. That's why we are here. Because the human collective, the human collective was unconscious, was creating absent soul. So we came as frequency's present soul. And now that we remember it, we can see it clearly. Don't now react to that which you came here to heal. Be the healing frequency. By being you, by releasing the path you had to go to remember that you are the healing frequency. Because you had to become unconscious like they are, to actually even just be present in this frequency. We explained this to another of our clients in a Zoom session. Imagine you are source and you're the color yellow. The humans are the color blue. The human collective was the color blue. And this has nothing to do with chakras. This is just purely colors. So don't associate with chakras and stuff. Nothing to do with that. You are yellow. We are all yellow. Us light workers, us collective beings, us who are awakening, we were yellow. And Source asked us, beautiful beings of yellow, high frequency yellow, we need you to go into the realm of blue because they've forgotten that they could be yellow too if they want to. Okay, and we went there, and what happened? We were green. Oh dear. Okay, so that didn't work, did it? Nope. Every time we go there, we're green. They still don't get it because we're still a different color. We go there as yellow. They don't get it. We're still a different color. We can't fit in. We can't get into the blue because when we are yellow, getting into the blue, it's green. So we can't heal the blue because we are green. Okay, so what must we do? We have to release the yellow entirely and become blue like they are. Become blue like they are. And slowly receive the yellow that we are. And we slowly become green. But guess what? Now because we're blue like they are, they also slowly become green. Slowly become green, slowly become green, slowly become green, until finally the realm is green, the realm of Aquaria. Okay, we've shifted them to a different frequency. Yay. Now Source is saying, now release the journey from blue to green and simply be yellow. Because now when you are yellow in the green, it's much closer to go from green to yellow than from blue to yellow. Just one step away, green to yellow. Blue to yellow, oof, that's very difficult because there's nothing there to link it. But green to yellow, ooh, that they can do. So there's still those who are blue, and that's okay. Leave them in the blue. There are a lot of us in the green. That's wonderful. They're ready. And now be yellow. And some will want to be yellow, and some will want to remain green, and some will want to remain blue, and that's okay. We didn't come here to make all the blue yellow. We came here to open up the energies to say you can be green if you want to, you can be yellow if you want to. The Source is saying it's time for us to reclaim the yellow we are and forgive the blue we had to be. Forgive the path from blue to green and embody the yellow you are by releasing the path from blue to green, by releasing the green entirely and simply becoming the yellow frequency you are. And that is crazy because now you're in this green and thinking, oh dear, now I have to be yellow, but if I'm yellow, I feel the green and I feel the blue. Oh, and the blue feels awful. The green is a bit better, but the blue, oh goodness, now I really feel the blue because it's so different from the yellow I am. And we're saying, don't react to it. Yes, the blue is there and the blue will remain there. It's okay. We're not here to change the blue. We're here to simply say, hey blue, you can be green, and hey green, you can be yellow. Should you want to? Blue, you can also be yellow, but that's a leap. So maybe try to be green first, then try yellow. It's time that you claim your source truth. Yes, you'll be different. Yes, your path will change. And yes, your past will fade away. And yes, everything in your life will change. Your relationships, what you do, how you express yourself, how you be, because you're now breaking free of that mission that you had to be. You had to be blue in order for you to be part of the frequency. We had to heal humanity that way, indirectly. We couldn't come just in as yellow. We were not a frequency match. Resistance, the law of attraction, we can't force. You can't make someone happy because it means you believe they are unhappy. That's the reason why you're trying to make them happy, or else you wouldn't be trying to make them happy. So if you're trying to make someone happy, it means you believe they're unhappy. So you're pinning them in the blue, trying to make them yellow. It doesn't work. You just be the yellow you are. And should they be inspired to be green and then maybe, a yellow, that's their own journey. But you remain the yellow you are. We healed the human collective by being human. Humans were born of source energy. Thus we, source, had to be born of humanity. Accept this as a fact. Understand it as your truth and live it, because then you embody source, and now you finally create the life you were born. The life you exist to be. You're not even born to be. The life that you are, the source that you are, finally manifesting in this physical experience. Release being source, having a human experience. Release being source, being blue. It's time for you to be source, having a physical experiences. Be source, being yellow. And figure out, so what does yellow feel like? What does the physical source look like? Now that I allow the physical realm to take the shape of source, to take the shape of me. Be at ease with your journey. Stop fighting it. Stop rehashing it. Stop arguing it. Stop bringing it back alive. Because then you're stuck, taking away from you. Because it's not, you are refusing to accept that you are source and you came here for a mission. Claim the truth of why you are here. Be the truth. Be source. Flow freely now. And trust. You are in a frequency of yellow. You have shifted the realms to it. Be the yellow being you are. Be the source you are. And rise above the green and the blues. We are here to anchor the frequency of home within Earth. So many of you want to just go home and, well, what's the point of that? You came here to anchor your home frequency here on Earth. The only way you can do it is by being the home frequency. And yes, it was not an easy journey, but guess what? You are the only one powerful enough to do it. Start owning it. Start owning your power. Yes, it might make you feel a bit cold and, just non-reactive to things. Yes, you're finally not reacting to the fires around you. You're finally a fireman who is there to put the fire out, not freaking out that the fire is there in the first place. Right, let us pull more tarot. Look at this, the world. Yes, it's the end. It's the end. And look at how it mirrors this. It's time for you to release this. It's time for you to release the worry, release the rehashing, release the arguing, release seeing this and seeing that, complaining about this. It's time for you to release the illusion, to release the drama, to stop filtering your beautiful existence within the human experience. Release how humans have created on Earth and start now inventing and bringing in new energy. Take risks in your life, because 8 of Pentacles, soul mastery. You have done the work, 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 and now it's time for this work to pay off. It's now time for your soul mastery to be born. It's time for you to enjoy. It's time for you to take a leap of faith in what you want, and whatever energy you put in, it now manifests. It now comes through, because you're no longer this yellow light creating in a blue which didn't read your energy at all. You're now a yellow light in the green, and the green can read your energy. The green has a little bit of our energy. It's the fifth dimension, the realm of authenticity. We're allowed to express ourselves in the green. And the more you keep expressing yourself in this energy, before you know it, you are now creating not even a yellow light, but a light which is authentically yours. A multitude of different colors, some known on earth, some unknown completely. Each and every single one of you, a different spectrum. It's time for you to own your magic, and this Piscean season is holding you accountable for where you do not own your magic. And as a fellow Piscean, let me tell you, these energies mean business. And if you ignore it, the lessons are deep. Because you are meant to be abundant. You are born to be great. You are a frequency of love. You are divinity itself. You are source energy. Nothing, let alone a physical human experience on earth, can dare take that away from you. And it's time for you to stop giving it the power to do so. You are source energy. Claim your crown, claim your throne, shine your light, remember your magic, and bring it forth to the frequency of earth. Variates talovem miaturos kia kievek katas, diriet talovem miazuturos zitries kia lovekrias katis, talovem mia kriak katatulos kitares kivik, valovas, valovas, valovas. Remember who you are. Remember what you are. Valovas, valovas, valovas. Blessed be.